and welcome to the first Conservative Party of Canada leadership debate.
It's been almost 7 months since the first debate in Saskatoon, and now it's crunch time as the 13 candidates, 11 men and 2 women, await the results. There's a presumed frontrunner, but many observers say the final result is still too hard to predict.
Nobody's got anything right about this before, so if I were making odds in Las Vegas, I wouldn't bet on anything here now because we've all been spectacularly wrong.
9 candidates are sitting MPs. Michael Chong, Kelly Leach, Aaron O'Toole, and Lisa Raitt come from Ontario. Maxime Bernier and Stephen Blaney come from Quebec. CPAC O'Brien hails from Alberta, and Andrew Scheer and Brad Trost are from Saskatchewan. 3 candidates are defeated MPs hoping to make a comeback: Chris Alexander, Pierre Lemieux, and Andrew Saxton. And then there's the non-politician among them, Vancouver businessman Rick Peterson. But there was another outsider in the race. In January, high-profile businessman and TV personality Kevin O'Leary brought his money and media attention to the game. But 99 days later, the unilingual O'Leary had dropped out, saying he just didn't have the numbers in Quebec.
This is the hardest job I've ever had, but I was winning. But it's not good enough to win the leadership if you can't win the majority mandate.
In dropping out, O'Leary asked his supporters to get behind Maxime Bernier. Polling suggests Bernier has around 30% of the first ballot support. But with a ranked ballot system, it's voters' second, third, and fourth choices that could determine the winner. And it's even more complicated than that.
You can hardly predict this race with the system of choosing a winner from 338 ridings at 100 points per riding. A lot of those ridings are not being polled, I'm pretty sure. So the polling is a pretty rough guide, and we're all depending on the polling to give us a sense of where it's at.
So what's been driving party members' choices? Well, there's a lot of agreement, but there are also issues that divide, like social conservative ones. Brad Trost and Pierre Lemieux are social conservatives. Both of them would allow a reopening of the abortion issue.
Because right now, if you want to talk about life issues, they're off the table, right? How many times have you heard a politician, even a conservative politician, say, oh, do you want to talk about life? That debate is over. That debate is shut down. I will not reopen that debate.
Brad Trost also wants the party to return to its policy opposing same-sex marriage.
The same-sex marriage question, I was clear. I took a position back in 2004. I took it for reasons I believed. Other people disagree. They're good Canadians too, but I'm sticking by my position.
Andrew Scheer is also a social conservative, but like Stephen Harper did, he says issues like abortion shouldn't be reopened.
And there are issues that we can bring up, and there are, on a wide spectrum of things that don't have very good odds of passing in the House that would divide our caucus, and it's not good for the team to do things like that.
Immigration was a big flashpoint in this leadership race. Ontario MP Kelly Leach charted the most hardline, outspoken course.
2/3 of Canadians agree with me. It transcends party lines. It's a nonpartisan issue. It's an important issue.
None of the other candidates have supported Leach's position on values testing, and several criticized her harshly about it.
How can Kelly Leach say, I am putting forward Canadian values, when the younger generation over here, born in this country, say, no, that is not our values?
Some issues in the campaign have set one candidate apart from the pack. Michael Chong is the only one supporting a carbon tax.
We won in 2006, we won in 2008. You know why? Mr. Harper in the election platform promised to put a price on carbon.
Chong's position, though, has been under constant attack by all the other candidates.
We have to create jobs, not kill jobs, and that's what a carbon tax is going to do. It's going to kill jobs.
Maxime Bernier has also stood out. He is the only candidate talking about eliminating Canada's supply management system.
I'm the only one on the stage who wants to have free markets everywhere. No exception. No exception for the dairy, poultry, and eggs producer. I'm the only one who wants to abolish supply management.
But Maxime Bernier's free market and libertarian positions have also made him the target of the other candidates.
I haven't seen Max's plan on supply management. Max wants to get rid of supply management. There are dairy farmers and entrepreneurs and families that have invested $30 billion. Are they going to be done at the end of the stroke of a pen? We don't know.
During the campaign, other candidates like Kelly Leach, Chris Alexander, and Erin O'Toole have touted their experience as ministers. Lisa Raitt stressed her time in cabinet, as well as her working-class roots growing up in Cape Breton.
I tell you this, I know what Canada looks like from the bottom up, and I just want to make sure that I can give every opportunity to anybody out there who wants to have that same opportunity to do well in life.
Caucus support is a factor in any leadership race. Erin O'Toole, on that front, finished with the endorsement from the majority of the Conservative caucus.
We're picking the next Prime Minister here. We need somebody that has the experience, the judgment, the capability to build a team to get it done. I've got 29 members of Parliament supporting me more than anyone else, not because I'm a career politician. It's because of my experience and the ability to connect and grow the party in key areas.
But the last word goes to Rona Ambrose, a woman who kept the party in contention for the past 18 months and who some people would have liked to have seen stay on as leader.
Let me just say one thing about this job. Nobody walks on water to get to the party leadership. Whichever woman or man who wins this job will undoubtedly spend time learning and listening and working. I did it, Stephen Harper did it, and so did our predecessors. And I know that you'll rise to that challenge. I also want, before to finish,
For CPAC, I'm Martin Stringer.